Hi there, and welcome to my weekly vlog. Wow, what a ride! These are my Sunday reflections, and I'm just so happy to be here tonight with you. It's still chilly in New England, and right here, it's been a bit of a crazy week with the weather here. Um, I lost my power. Can't remember which day. It was early in the week, but I had no electricity, no, everything was shut down for hmm, probably at least 12 to 14 hours, which meant he had limited ability to do the work that I was doing. So I sort of um, just found myself doing things that I wouldn't normally do. I watered the plants. I, I did some organizing and I meditated, which was wonderful. So here we are. Hi, Marilee. Oh, how are things in the Pacific Northwest? Do you guys flooding or are you guys coming out the other side of it? This was like my getting, us getting um, the power outages. Check in when you get a minute. And it's Christmas this week. It's already been Hanukkah, but Christmas, well, I celebrate Christmas and I've celebrated Christmas pretty much my entire life that I can remember. Even though I consider myself, if I am to write on like when I go to the hospital and they ask me, I say I'm Buddhist, which I believe I'm the closest to Buddhism than anything. Though what I really believe is in a universe that's kind and friendly. And so, hi, Jenny. Jenny's saying that they've had a lot of rain. She's in the UK and the Isle of Wight. I'm going to do something. I was thinking about what I wanted to share tonight, and I want to share what's possibly one of my favorite things, which is "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." And so get a cup of tea. Get a cup of tea or a cup of cocoa, and I'll sort of chat a little bit for a few minutes so you can get a chance to do that. Hi, Sherry. Um, and I want to share with you, I want to read you. This is something that I've done a number of times, which is just to sit back, relax, and read "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." So, if you will, just um, somebody asks, am I celebrating Christmas? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I celebrate Christmas. And there have been years where I've been caught up in the economic insanity of it all and buying lots of presents and doing that whole commercial thing. But that's not where I am now. I'm in a quiet place of celebrating giving, the birth of Christ, the journey, um, the journey that they had, and we shall see. I have wonderful plans with friends and family. Christmas Eve with some of my dearest friends, and Christmas Day with friends and family. My adopted family that I just adore. The kids are now old enough. Well, one of them is 6 and the other is 13 months. So definitely old enough to play. In fact, um oh, so someone's here from Indonesia. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And yeah, so for those of you who are from outside of the US, I hope you enjoy this. This is one of my favorites. Let me I got it set up before we started. Give me a second so I can get it. I got it on my phone so I could read it. Okie dokie. Hmm. Okay. I'm looking for it. I will be right with you. Give me a little bit of leeway. Ah, here it is. Okay. So we have some people from Saudi Arabia. We have some people from Indonesia. I don't speak Indonesian, so I'm going to do this in English. Very wonderful. So, Marilee and Jenny and others. Okay. Ah. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mamma in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. Then out on the lawn there arose such a clatter. I sprang from the bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below. When what to my wandering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. With a little old driver, so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet and Cupid, and Donder and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up on the housetop, the coursers they flew, with the sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas, too. And then in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. And I drew in my head and was turning around. Down the chimney, St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly, then shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump. Oh, right, jelly, a right jolly old elf. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf. And I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk. And laying his finger aside of his nose, and gave a nod up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Someone, I think it was Marcia. Yeah, Marcia said, wow, I need to be in my PJs with some hot cocoa. Yes, that's exactly what I had in mind. So I wanted to just give a little something for Christmas, since it's so special to so many of us, as are all the holidays, as Hanukkah and Kwanzaa, and there are so many other holidays. Ramadan is coming up soon. So we have all these special times of our lives. May you enjoy it. May you, of all things, be very, very gentle with yourself. Gentle and kind and generous. Gentle and kind and generous. I like that. I think that may be the mantra for this holiday season. Gentle and kind and generous to oneself to begin with, because that's often the place that we most need it. And because we are always so forthcoming to those that we love and those in our lives. But to ourselves, that's where the challenge sometimes rests. So, on that note, I'm going to say Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. I will see you next week, when we'll be looking at celebrating the new year. And here's Bella. She wanted to say Merry Christmas too. You want to say Merry Christmas to everybody? Okay. That's it. Merry Christmas.